Hello guys, welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it reads like this. Hello my brother, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? Well, my brother, I am a young woman and I am going through a lot of pain. And this pain, it was caused by what my mom did to my cousin sister. So I have this other cousin sister of mine. This cousin sister of mine works there in Cape Town in South Africa. I am here in Zim. So this cousin sister of mine, a very long time ago, she used to tell us a lot about a lot of things that she used to find on the internet. She used to research quite a lot. She was always researching, and whenever she would research, she would report back in the WhatsApp family group. But my mom is such an evil woman. She would always laugh at her. She would pretend on the WhatsApp group like she was in support of my cousin sister. But whenever we were alone, my mom will actually laugh at my cousin sister, because ever since my cousin sister had gone to South Africa to work, my cousin sister had this dream to go to the UK, and that opportunity finally came to her. This was through this other program whereby one could train as a caregiver, then you have an opportunity to migrate to the UK. So my cousin sister kept on doing a lot of researches, and then she reported this issue in the WhatsApp family group, and then my mom actually supported her and told her that by God's grace she was going to go to the UK one day. But my mom will laugh at her, and my mom will say that this one, she will only end up in Cape Town. She will never go to the UK. And it was like a curse that she was placing on my cousin sister. My cousin sister was struggling. She didn't have a nice job there in Cape Town. She was just struggling, but she tried by all means to go and do the nurse aid course, to return back home and then do all the documentation that was needed. And whenever my cousin sister will be back home, my mom will actually laugh at her as if she was just wasting her money, because deep down in her heart, she never believed everything that my cousin sister was telling her. This thing of a program whereby after doing a short course of nurse aid, then one can actually go to the UK. To her, it was just like someone that was very desperate, that was just trying anything so that she can get out of Africa. My mother then got the shock of her life when she realized that my cousin sister was now on her way traveling back to Zim from Cape Town for the final process so that all of her documentation can be done. When this happened, that was when I saw that indeed my mother was an evil woman. So there was a point in my cousin sister's life whereby her passport was about to expire, so a new one was needed. She then came, and my mom, she had promised my cousin sister that she was going to give her this money, and now that she knew that my cousin sister had the opportunity to go to the UK, she actually said that she was not going to give her the money because she was scared that if my cousin sister will go to the UK, then my cousin sister was going to feel as if she was far much better than my mom. What my mom said, that if she was unable to take care of us when she was in Cape Town, if she used to post a lot of her pictures looking like she has made it in life when she was in Cape Town, what more is she going to do if she goes to Europe? Therefore, she cannot go to Europe. This was the curse that my mother placed on my cousin sister. Well, my cousin sister, she didn't know anything. She actually had the hope that my mom was going to do everything that she had promised her. But when she arrived back home, then my mother said that she didn't have the money. So what my cousin sister ended up doing, it was something that was really sad. She was stuck and she needed the money. There was this other man from the same area. I think that they spoke, and my cousin sister then went and slept with that man so that my cousin sister can just get the money to apply for a passport. And when my mom found out that this is what had happened, she laughed so hard. She laughed a lot, even up up until today, my cousin sister thinks that we do not know that this is what she did when she was applying for her new passport, but we just remained quiet. But whenever my mom would laugh at my cousin sister, I would feel so much hurt. Whenever my mom would laugh at my cousin sister, I would feel so much pain in my heart because I love my sister a lot. And now my mother wanted me to take sides, and unfortunately I had to take my mother's sides because she's the one who is paying for my tertiary education. She even said that if I was going to take my cousin sister's sides, then it meant that she was going to disown me. And since I am just a young girl that has not yet found the opportunity to work for herself and to provide for myself, I have to rely on my mom. My mom is the one who has to do everything for me. She reminded me that she is the one who is still taking care of me. Therefore, I had to do everything that she wanted me to do. So by the time when my cousin sister was on her way returning back from South Africa, my mom had gone to this other traditional healer and she had been given some charms. She then called me and she said that when your sister arrives here, I want you to prepare water for her to bath, and she has to bath, and I want you to place these charms in the bucket that had the water that she was going to use when she will be bathing. The moment that my cousin sister got off from the bus, when she arrived back home, I then took the water and I mixed the water with the leaves, and after mixing the water with those leaves that were like charms, I then removed them just like my mother had taught me to do. And after this, my brother, I kept on performing all of the rituals that my mom kept on telling me to perform. So by the time that my cousin sister had returned back for the documentation verification and stuff like that, she came back home feeling very sad. And the reason as to why she was feeling very sad, that sponsorship was no longer available for her and she was no longer inside that qualifying bracket and she could not get the visa. This was such a terrible time for my cousin sister. And my mom, whenever she would be alone with me, she would always find that opportunity to mock my cousin sister as to like she slept with a man so that she can get a passport, thinking that she would have the opportunity to go to the UK. And well, she will never go to the UK until you have finished all of your studies. That is the curse that is placed upon my cousin sister. My cousin sister, the day that she said that she wanted to return back to work, I felt a little bit of joy in my heart because my cousin sister, she was suffering from depression. She had used a lot of money. The whole process had made her to lose a lot of money, and all for nothing. She was denied the visa, but she was supposed to be granted this visa if it was not for the charms that my mother made me to use on my cousin sister. She didn't do these rituals all by herself. She actually placed me in the forefront, and I was the one who did all of those rituals that made my sister to be denied that visa. Even up until today, whenever I think about my cousin sister, I feel so much pain. I do not know what am I supposed to do, because my mom said that if I try to take my cousin sister's side, then she is going to disown me. Right now, my mother is the one who is still taking care of me, so I am stuck. But I feel so much pain in my heart. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sisters, and that one was a narration of that story that she sent to me.